Oh my gosh, did nobody tell you today that you're a freaking gangster? No one? Okay. Well, allow me to tell you that you are a gangster. Mhm. I like it. I like it a lot. There is a lot unfolding for you if you clicked on this message. This is in your hour of need because a lot is about to change. So, come on, buckle up. I wrote down the channeled message today because I'm not about to forget this monumental moment. I'm not about to forget it. I put, ooh, you about to leave everything in the dust? Are you packing? Are you currently packing? Because you were about to leave everything in the dust. Today is officially your Independence Day. What? Riddle me what? Today is officially your Independence Day. And from this day forward, you're doing things a little bit different. You will see this message March 20th. Now, remember these messages are timeless, but if you see this on March 20th, you know what time it is. Your life is changing drastically, and it's time to start living. It's time to start really implementing zero F's because sometimes we be given an F. Sometimes. And we got to stop that. We got to knock that off. But seriously, you are seeing, oh, it's time. The whole world is going to hell in a handbasket. People need to be effing nice. I said what I said, and I'll wear it. But seriously, you are seeing like it's time for me to not only live while all of this is going crazy, it's never made you more grateful for what you got going on. You could always have it worse. But I'm seeing that your gratitude is being amplified. So, what I channeled is you're going to start waking up very thankful, praying, or doing affirmations, saying thank you. Oh my gosh, I've been in a lot worse positions. Yes, I have. And you're going to be very careful of what you consume. And I see you standing on your core values like never before. And you are going to ferociously protect those that you love. I see you metaphorically running off into the sunset with them. Bags packed like it's you and me. It's you and us. It reminds me of, let's say there's a bad situation going on. I don't know how to explain this where I can like say this on the internet. How can I say this? This would be like Game of Thrones, okay? We'll say it in Game of Thrones terms. And you know that everyone's going to keep battling for the Iron Throne, and instead of you getting involved or picking a side or continuously going to battle, instead of you exerting, exhausting, and doing all of the things, you're disconnecting. You're unplugging from Game of Thrones. You are unplugging from Hunger Games. And you are taking those you love most into this crystal ball of we're going to live now. We are not on their timeline. It doesn't even feel like you're in the same dimension as others. That is how much you're quantum leaping. You have never realized more how valuable your time, your resources, and the people that you care about. You're like, I just want to protect them and run. So we can start our new lives. Today is your Independence Day. You are not only becoming ferocious, but you're becoming unstoppable. You're not only becoming unstoppable, you're giddy at the same time. It's like it's giving crazy town, and I love it. We like a little sprinkle batshit crazy. Yes, we do. But you're so sweet, you could charm a bear. You are that character in a series, a show that's got so many seasons, and you always charm your way out of situations. You are the businessman. You are the businesswoman. You are the CEO. And it's time that you start looking at yourself that way because look at how far you've come. I've been telling you guys for a week, it's not celebrated enough. It is not celebrated enough. Where we don't focus on what's good and we focus on the to-do, the grind, the hustle, and what went wrong. Focusing on the embarrassment, like, oh, I shouldn't have said that like that. Oh, I shouldn't have told them all of that information. Or, oh, I shouldn't have trusted them. Chuck it in the F it bucket. That is an actual dumpster fire. Things are going to be moving forward differently. Now, if you are watching this message to date, Mercury is going direct and so is Jupiter. Can I get an amen? And we are in this Pisces. We are in this Pisces new moon. All of these things that are about to commence, most people are still freaking out. And you just refuse. You're on a different wavelength. You are on a different frequency. You are the lone wolf. And you've got very few friends that you're bringing with you. And you're going to convince them that it's time to start living differently. Living like it's your last. This is about to be a very explosive season for you, where you're seeing things clearly. You feel like you have the clarity that you need, and you're ready to manifest. And you're also going to see the dumpster fires exposed. Let's talk about that for a second. There were a lot of people where you clocked their behavior, and you might have been disappointed in yourself that you trusted them, or that you even listened to them, or that you worked for them, or that you employed them. Whatever the case is, all of these people are being exposed. This is scary. This is a little bit scary, because the cancel of it all, the people that tried to cancel you, the people that tried to censor you, persecute you, humiliate you, all it did was make you level up. All it did is make you more ferocious, more unstoppable, and sprinkle, giddy. These people tried to rewrite your history a time or five. They haven't given up on getting to put their foot on your neck. And it's finally time where these very toxic people, and this is how you'll know who they are. I'm sure you already do, but this is just another thing that I channeled. How you'll know who some of these people are is they live in the past. They have to live there to continuously come after you because you don't engage. You have disconnected. And they're still mad. And they're still salty. And they're still trying to get a reaction out of you. Oh, the desperation of it all. I cannot. They are so desperate to get you to turn around. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. I don't know how many pep talks I've given this week. And I'm not talking about on my channel. I'm not talking about online. I mean in my life. Because people play too much and they just need to take accountability and be effing nice. Can they do that? No. No, they can't. You're going to be seeing people's true colors right now. And that is why you are putting this protective shield around what you care about. For those of you that have been on your comeuppance, I want you to let me know in the comments. You are protecting your comeuppance. And people don't know how much you have come up. No, they don't. They think they know. They don't have a clue. Because they expected you to be driving a fancy car. Yeah. They expected you to not be living in the hood. They expected you to be flaunting your money. They expected you to be posting all types of shenanigans online and fancy vacations. They have no idea how high your bread stacks. And if you have ever been down in the dumps without, you choose to never be there again. I know that. You choose to never be there again. And now you're seeing where some of the rejections that you've gone through have actually been to protect you and your stability that you've been creating. And that might be a hard pill to swallow. Like maybe there was something that you really wanted, but it was going to be more of a liability than an investment. And there is a reason why it has been, I don't know why I'm hearing the word forsaken. There's a reason why it's been forsaken. Maybe it's temporary, maybe it's not. Or maybe you had to see things this way to understand until you are present and focused on gratitude and leaving everybody else in the dust, ignoring, control alt deleting. Those other things aren't coming into the fold. They're not anywhere near. So know that you don't have to chase it, whatever that is. Because I'm getting it something that you really care about. But for some reason, it's just not time. It's not time just yet for that thing that you have really so been desiring. Because you need to have slowed down your life. You need to have simplified your life. Now, I'm going to try to minimize this right now, but for an example, let's say you have a really busy day-to-day. You work a lot. Let's say you work for yourself and you really want to get an animal or a new pet. Let's say you want to get a horse or a dog or a cat. But you know, for some reason, that it's not working out. That is to protect you. Because until you are more present with your day-to-day and smiling through the mundane, switching up your routine, being more spontaneous, putting yourself first, filling up your love tank first, that ain't coming through. So today is your Independence Day where you start loving yourself a whole hell of a lot more. Let's say you wanted to move and for some reason that's not working yet. It's for your protection. What is the point of moving the goalpost if you're not enjoying life right now? But I am seeing very clearly that you are going to be ferociously, and that is the word of the day, ferociously stacking bread. Your belief system, you are spotlighting that as you see everybody losing their mind. Because you've been telling people about other people, but they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to listen. They were like, no, they're not that bad. I know that they're toxic, but it's whatever. And now it's all coming to light. This is even happening in the public eye. Now, some of it could be a distraction, but some of it also needs to come to light. So you are going to start listening to your gut feeling more than ever. And I love this for you that you're going to be teaching others how to do this. People that are tired of feeling foolish or stupid or making the wrong move, they're going to start listening to you. Motorcycle, if you are new here, those are the dings. Those are the confirmations. Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. Hello. I'm your bestie on the internet. I'm your favorite YouTuber. I am your spiritual cheerleader. I am your cosmic advisor. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. So without further ado, let's get into the rest of your message. So yeah, it is confirmation that these people that seem so steadfast in certain beliefs that are like it's my way or the highway, you're pulling people over to the side of the light. Let's say you know some people that are very religious. You're showing them that they can have their own beliefs, but they need to be closer to the divine. So you inspire people to be closer to God, to be closer to the divine. And that nothing is too foolish to pray for. People might look at you like, oh, you can't pray for that. That's asking a lot. I talk to God like I'm talking on the phone. Hello. Because it's important to me. I pray for protection. I pray for gratitude. And I pray just to talk. You inspire people. You encourage them. to get right with something. Okay? To get right with a higher power. And today is your Independence Day where you are reclaiming your throne. So everybody's fighting for this throne over here. And you're like, I got a whole throne on a whole nother timeline where I don't have to deal with none of y'all. People might think that you're delusional. Like, no, you have to deal with the system. You have to deal with the matrix. You have to answer to me. And you are showing people, actually, I don't. I'm in a league of my own. Now, you will also be seeing if you're supposed to be certain places because of the protection around you. So if that is you, I really don't want you focusing on the negativity. The person boo-hooing in the corner because they can't take accountability. The person over here that's a snitch. The person over here that's just like always making other people their scapegoat. I don't want you focusing on them. No, I do not. I want you to focus on the fact that you are protected here. It could even be a job in the matrix. Okay, we all have to do what we have to do. So I'm not going to judge you if you still work there. We're all working in stages for our level up, and we never stop leveling up. We never stop ascending. And sometimes we have stepping stones or pit stops or detours or we take the scenic route. But if you are protected, and you know that, as other people are trying to bring you down, you are exactly where you're supposed to be, even if it's temporary, even if it's not for forever. You at least know you're safe right now. So I see you being more present. You are ready to start thriving in the now. Affirm it below. I'm ready to start thriving in the now, the here and now. So other things that I got for you is you had a gut feeling about things that were going to come to light. And people are seeing that you are scary accurate once again. They want to know if you've been sitting in their living room. That's how accurate you are. People are also going to be seeing you in a whole new light. It could be because their life's going to hell in a handbasket. It could be because they knew that you were right and they didn't want to listen. So people are looking at you like in this hypnotic trance, like, I'm mesmerized by the fact that they knew what they knew and they just said what they said and they kind of don't care. They're like on another level. You show people to go after what you want despite what the haters say. You're not popping if you don't have haters, and bestie, you got a lot of them. You are blessed. You are blessed with talents that make it easy for you to stand out. Affirm it below. I am blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for me to stand out. And maybe before you're like, I don't want to stand out. I don't want to. But there's something coming over you where you're like, I want to live. I want to feel good about myself. I want to take better care of me. And so you might be outside a little bit more. And there's a lot of things getting turned upside down for your enemies. If they thought they were skating on by with the BS, that's their bank accounts getting flipped upside down. Okay? Your enemies, their bank accounts are being flipped upside down. Their marriages are being flipped upside down. Their relationships that they think that hold value, or the people that they've recruited to also hate on you. These little gang stalkers. The knowledge that they thought they had to one up others, that's also being turned upside down. And they are trying to play it so cool. And you see through them. You see through their active, I'm unflappable. I'm also unstoppable. But it's not, because if you were, why are you always freaking out? Why are you always causing a scene? Your ops are causing whole scenes because you're working smarter. Because you won't give them the time of day. Because you won't give them attention. They want to know what you're up to, what you're learning. And you're here to destroy evil. You are here to be a messenger of the light, whether it's through art, spirituality, music, writing. And again, people are seeing you in a whole new light. It's coming to light that you got it going on. It's coming to light that you're very intuitive, you're psychic, and you're known, or you will be known, for control alt deleting and putting distance between you and others, aka leaving them in the dust. These are the people that kicked you when you were vulnerable, mocked you when you had nowhere to go. You are the lone wolf, and your train is here. The train of big happy changes is pulling up. You might not even care where you're going. You just know that it's taking you on a quantum leap. You're also ready for more romance and more love and to put your feelings on the table. If you were trying to hide from somebody, like, this is how I feel and I want to ask them for more, but I don't want them to know that I want more, you're going to tell them. You're going to tell them, like, I would like to see you more, or I would like to see where this goes, or I would like to be exclusive. You'll never know if you don't say something or you don't tell them. I just realized my microphone isn't even facing me. So hopefully you guys can hear me because I'm just naturally loud. But you are showing people I am disengaging, and I will disengage anytime I please. So there's something that you've been learning over the last couple of months, and it's not to get your panties in a bunch. It's not to get your feelings wrapped up in your past or wrapped up in people you're trying to walk away from. People that you shouldn't invest too much time with. So, yeah, you're walking away from people that like to stay in the past or like to live a certain way. They like a certain programming and they don't want to answer to you. They don't want to explain anything to you. They don't want to talk to you. And some of them are supposed to, but don't want to. So, you'll know if that is for you. Your enemies are getting a Dear John letter from the universe. They are getting a cold, hard rejection that they have failed miserably. Karma is being restored. So drop it down in the comments. Karma is here. Angel number 888. A lot of money is coming your way. What did I say? There's a lot of bread coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. And that is something that's been really important to you. If I don't appreciate the people that I have in my life today, I might not have them tomorrow. And so I'm not going to, walk on eggshells around the fact that I care about this person over here, that I love this person over there. Like, I'm not going to play these games. I'm going to tell them, like, hey, I like you. I love you. Or I'm catching feelings. Or these could be people you've been in a relationship with and you're like, hey, I'm just going to be different. Or you just might be showing them through actions. That's another thing. You're going to see this play out not only on social media, not only in the public eye, but around you. People that say they're loyal. They act like they're about that life, but they don't follow it with action. You can do all of this in the world, but if you don't show me you're loyal, bye. Shoo fly, don't bother me. So you're looking at people like, I knew they weren't loyal. I knew that they weren't loyal. I know that you're not loyal. So what do you need? And people are acting like they can skirt around being loyal to you or showing you by action. Or that, like, you're just looking at them like, what? Riddle me what? So you are giving the people the cold hard truth. And this is another thing. Anyone you don't really want around you that's not taking the hint, they're acting parasitic, clingy, they're latching on. What I recommend you do is you make it really uncomfortable for them to thrive. How could you do that? A way that you could do that is not giving them attention, creating distance, not being so buddy-buddy, not being so nice, not being so cutesy, demure, or cordial. None of that. And why is that important? Because you're starving whoever this energy vampire is out. They could be a narcissist, they might not be. But There are people around you that want to drain you, and then they're like, well, why are you mad? Because you're a whole troll. And I don't have time for this. I don't have time to keep explaining to you how you're supposed to treat me. Trust is a priceless currency, and you're seeing who you can't trust. So when people don't get the hint, you need to make it uncomfortable for them to thrive. These are people that you work with, making it uncomfortable, like for Becky to come up to your cubicle and say hello. No, Becky, I'm busy. No, Becky, I can't talk to you right now. And Becky, go back to your cubicle. Bye. You are going to be expressing yourself differently. For some, it's going to be entertaining, and for others, they're going to be pissed. Oh, well. Oh, well. You're going to be very animated in this season of your life. It's going to be very spicy. There's going to be a lot of focused attention on you, but for good reasons. People being proud of you, like, dang, I wish I could stand up to that person. I wish that I could say that. I wish that I could take accountability like that. I wish I had that. They don't want to do the work. A lot of them don't want to do the work. But there's other people that do want to do the work, that admire you. And I just see a lot of people having this admiration for you, that you're steadfast and you're still here. So you not only have bread coming in, you have money coming in, and getting a return on your investments. And things that people around you have tried to mask, it's coming to light. These are things that they've tried to keep under wraps for years. For years. You knew they were a bad person back then. You knew that they were trying to bury their skeletons wherever back then. And now those skeletons are coming to light. It could be 2, 3, 4 years later. For some of you guys, 5 or 6. But you are going to listen to your gut that you always knew that they were going to be exposed. People need to know the truth of what they're investing in. So let's say you and Becky work side by side and you have your own cubicles, and Becky is always on some F around find out time. And you warned her, like, hey, I would be careful effing around with the boss. I would be careful hanging out with them, fraternizing with them, sleeping with them. I'll be careful doing that. And they're like, nah, it's fine. It's fine. And then things from 3 years ago, and now they're losing their job. That person's losing their job. It's all being exposed, and who was right. And they don't want you to be right. So it's maybe somebody looking to promote Becky that isn't her immediate boss that she's sleeping with. And that person's like, wait, I looked into them. They're doing a whole bunch of other extracurricular activities. Now, boom, both of them are gone. Because people that also are like you, that are stepping into their sovereignty, are going to start seeing the people around you for who they are. Seeing the people that you don't want nothing to do with for who they are. Seeing that you're the lone wolf for a reason. And you know what? A lot of these people, they know more than they say. They know more than they say. They know why you don't mess with some of these people. They know why. They're like, yeah. They sit by themselves. They go to lunch by themselves because look at this mess over here. Why would they hang out with them? And that could be their employees. But good help is hard to find. So they keep them around. But then the drama gets too hot and the lid blows. So now they got to clean house. When they should have done that a long time ago. Just so much is coming to light. And it's going to feel vindicating. It's going to feel like, thank you for delivering me from this craziness. I'm ready to go. My bags are packed. You are on a quest for humble leadership. And that's why people want to be around you. Because you're humble. And anyone coming up to you acting like you're not, they don't know you. And they're maybe envious of you. Because they don't want to take accountability for their faults or things that they do wrong. And there's something so beautiful about your honesty. And you should be really proud of that. Even when you feel dumb, even when you feel embarrassed, even when you feel dumb about certain decisions that you've made, There's something beautiful about the mistakes that you make because you'll never make them again. So you are on a quest for humble leadership so you can help people and you're going to restore order in your life. You are seeing that there is a crown on your head, whether you wanted one there or not. You are chosen. You are an earth angel. And this is your destiny. It is your destiny to be in the limelight. It is your destiny to be spotlighted, to have a microphone, to speak your truth, to speak on current events or certain things that are going on that people don't want to talk about. Not because you're a conspiracy theorist or you're crazy, but because you make sense. And people need some more common sense nowadays. There is beauty in diversity. You will also teach that there is beauty in us being different. There's beauty in there being different messengers, different types of leaders. There is beauty in that. Showing I'm not threatened. I'm not bothered. Ooh, another thing that I channeled that I forgot to write down is you will have like a cult-like following. Is it a cult or cult? I don't know. You know how they say like certain movies there's like a cult-like following? Like that's the type of following you'll have. You won't actually be leading a cult. But do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's a smaller group. Like you will have a following. You don't really need to be concerned about like making astronomical money because you will be astronomically abundant. You won't be going without. So there is beauty in being different and showing people that. Showing people what humble leadership looks like. Like you'll know when to be conceited because you got a reason, and you'll know when to keep it real cutesy and demure. This seems like a bitter ending, but it's bittersweet. Things that you're saying goodbye to. You're like, yeah, I used to do that. It doesn't work for me anymore. I used to work there. It doesn't work for me anymore. I thought I could be in this relationship. It doesn't work for me anymore. And now it's, it's bittersweet, but it's time. So I can get my new beginning. You are also realizing where you get triggered when certain people don't do certain things. So let's say you're trying to work with somebody, you're trying to mentor them, teach them, train them, and they just don't want to listen, or they're very, insubordinate. Be mindful of your response. And that's why I said earlier, Control-Alt-Delete, stop engaging. Make it kind of uncomfortable for them if they want to act however the F. Okay? If they don't want to be grateful for your assistance, if they don't want to be help, they don't want your help, they feel like they can do it on their own, it's their way or the highway. You ever gone through that where you're training somebody, okay, it's like their first day, and you're like really hopeful that like you'll have a new work bestie, or like you're hopeful that they'll work out, but then you realize as you're training them that they don't give an F, that they don't want to listen to authority like at all. And you might be like, yeah, I don't want to listen to authority either, but I'd like to pay my rent. Yeah, I don't want to listen to authority either, but like I got to do what I got to do. And you might like your job. Some people like their jobs in the Matrix. Doesn't mean, I'm not here to judge. But I think we've all been in that position where we're training somebody and we're like, oh, they're really not going to be here long. Oh, okay. And you're the type of person that's like, I'm going to take them under my wing. I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to feel welcome. I'm going to show them the ropes. I'm going to show them, how to not get in trouble and the things to do and not to do. And they don't even care. They don't even care. They don't even care. They think their way is better. So you're no longer dealing with arrogant people that have way too much to learn. There might even be people older than you that do this. And you're like, how are you in this position? And you're this far along in life and acting like a whole lunatic. How's that working out for you? But I'll just go F myself. This is why you're the humble leader. A lot of people will listen to you. It's not because you're like, oh my gosh, I know everything, and so let me take you around because you're a dummy and I'm smart. There's humble in your leadership. I can't stress that enough. So be mindful of where you get triggered and be mindful of your response, because a lot of people are looking for you to F up in a text message so they can screenshot that and say, look, I told you they're rude. You're not tangoing with them. No, you're not. We have agitated. You've gone through a whole long season of agitation. So it's time to breathe, search, and remove. You're searching for clarity, the right answers, so you can remove what is necessary and so you can be present and have a calmer life. You are simplifying your life by any means necessary. Affirm it below. I will simplify my life by any means necessary. And I will let it go. This is like holding on to things, okay? When we buy a bunch of things and we're like, oh, I don't want to throw them away yet. I don't want to give them away yet. I don't want to donate them. I don't want to take it to the curb. I don't want to. I'm not ready. Because then we have to grieve the process of the stuff that we collected and maybe shouldn't have bought. Poor decisions that we've made, or, I should have way more to show for what I've been working on. This is what I have. I need to donate it. Let it go. Let it go. Have a whole dumpster fire party for the stuff that you don't need anymore. And for a lot of you, if you feel like you don't need it anymore, I'm sure there's somebody else that needs it. It could be a pillow, a blanket, a jacket. It could be food. It could be anything. And there are places that will need this, or that you can donate it to. You're ready. So I'm not saying that this is tell you what to do. I'm saying it because you already know what time it is. And you're like, yeah, I need to let that go. I'm ready to let it go. So we have karma unfolding. You're trusting your gut feeling and you're listening to your belief system. You're in alignment with your belief system and you're like, I'm here. I'm ready. There is something that maybe has been keeping you up at night that you've been really worried about. Like, I don't know if I can fix this, but I'm really trying and I'm praying that I can. And it could be, I'm seeing specifically a health concern. There could be a health concern that you have been going through, and I am not a doctor, okay, but I'm just saying there's something that has been really worrying you. Like, I don't know how to fix this, but I'm trying, and I'm seeing don't stop. Whatever you're doing to try to make it better, don't stop. But I do see that you don't need to worry as much, but you do need to breathe more. You need to lower your stress levels. Okay? How do I say this? You need to trust that things are working out for you behind the scenes, because there's been a lot that you've been battling through. So let's say you realize your stress has been really high. It gets hyped up when you're working and you love what you do. And so you're like, oh my gosh, I love what I do, but it stresses me out. So you're realigning. And this is one of the main reasons some of you guys, or a lot of you guys, are simplifying your life, because you're seeing that we are not supposed to move at this capacity of go, 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 do, all the freaking stinking time. That cannot be our baseline. We cannot be in survival mode, fight or flight, scanning for threats, constantly, all the livelong day. So I'm seeing specifically that some of you guys are going to be waking up earlier, working out in the morning, getting a lot of your stuff done earlier in the day, not spreading yourself thin, getting your work done, and making more time for play. Like, you're not going to take no for an answer or give any excuses. You're just going to get it done. And that I commend you for. It's not easy to do when you're a parent. It's not easy to do when you have children, you have a household, and anything and everything can stress you out. But you're figuring out small ways to take care of yourself first so you can take care of what is needed. So this merriment, this fruits of your labor being paid in full, like all of the labor that you've been putting in is about to be paid in full because you are relaxing more, sleeping more. So if you've been looking at your cortisol levels or ways to reduce stress, you're going to be sleeping more. And I'm seeing as a chosen one, your sleep gets messed with a lot because of stress, because of worry, because of your purpose, because of your family, all the things. Life be lifing. And you're going to figure out a way to get more than 6 hours of sleep, because now that you're trying to keep your stress down, your body needs more time to recover. Take it like, okay, the sooner I go to bed, the sooner my angels can do all their spiritual surgery on me and help me restore order in my life. And your body is like this walking, talking pharmacy of you needing to breathe more, of you needing to meditate more, stretch more, instead of going in circles or feeling like you're not getting anywhere. So maybe if you love coffee or you love a lot of caffeine, maybe you're going to have that earlier in the day and you're going to eat before you do that. So you can keep your insulin from, spiking, going all over the place. And you guys let me know in the comments if that resonates with you, because I'm getting very specific downloads. Trust that you don't need to worry as much as you are. And trust me, the part of the worry is what's making it bad. That's probably one of another reason why you're not only simplifying, but you're wanting to focus on gratitude instead of, why is this going wrong? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Because then it's survival mode, survival mode, survival mode, and you feel like you're in a pressure cooker. If that ain't a sign, that's my timer. If that ain't a freaking sign, I don't know what is. Hold on.
2,000 years later.
So you're seeing very clearly, okay, the pressure cooker is always cooking, and I'm going to be in a crock pot over here. Okay, so you're going from being in a pressure cooker to being in a crock pot where things can simmer, they can brew, they can marinate, they can move slowly. You are changing the speed of which you move. Because if it was up to the Matrix, if it was up to the internet, you would move at the speed of craziness. And though you can do that, you're not doing that anymore. Because maybe you realized in the last year specifically that the days just kept passing, and then a year went by or 2 years went by, and you're like, what did I even do besides work and bitch and complain and think that I was going to change things, but I just stressed about it. Acted like I was going to manifest it, but I just bitched about it. And you're seeing like, this doesn't work for me anymore. There is no like quick fix. That could have been the other route that you went. So maybe you went from just like, let the days pass, I don't even know, maybe it'll go away, and it didn't. And then maybe you went from, okay, there's got to be like a magic pill or a magic supplement or a magic solution, and then there wasn't. The solution was rest. The solution was simplifying your life. The solution was chilling out, putting less on your plate to get out of survival mode. And that is the other thing. Some of us don't realize that like everybody's in survival mode, especially if you live in the US. Okay, if you're trying to live and your rent is 30% of your income, and the stresses, and then taking care of family, daycare, school, lessons, sports, practices, and all of these things, and trying to work multiple jobs, we're all in survival mode. So getting out of that and not losing your mind and still taking care of business deserves a medal of honor, because they want us in this rat race. They want us going in circles, and that does not expand your shelf life, okay? And that does not expand your quality of life, bestie. So don't stop believing that you will get there, because it's here. So don't stop believing that it's going to improve. I got it in my angel messages. Your health is improving. Now, again, I am not a doctor, but it's about, a lot of it is about what we believe or what we're doing day to day or what we're holding in our body, like the trauma and the anger and the resentment. Let me know if in your spiritual awakening, now some of us grew up this way. Not all of us, but some of us. Some of us grew up this way where our parents were spiritual and we just did what they did. And we learned from them. But a lot of us had religious parents, and we didn't learn any of this until our spiritual awakening, and then we became more curious. Or maybe you did grow up that way, and then when you went through your spiritual awakening, you actually cared about all the things. So let me know if when you went through your spiritual awakening, you wanted to meditate and it helped you. You enjoyed manifesting. It was fun. It was magical. You loved tarot. You loved pick-a-cards. You loved learning about quantum physics and all the things. And then life started lifing real hard. Okay? So I know when I went through mine, that is what I wanted to do. And it was like this magical time because I was going through so much and nothing resonated anymore with me. And I was going through one of the hardest years of my life, losing everything. And I was so freaking traumatized. But it catapulted me into my spiritual awakening. So I am speaking to someone here that has gone through 2 to 6 years, 2 to 6 years of this, running in a circle and getting right back into the hamster wheel that they thought they had avoided all this time. Because of inflation, because of the cost of living, because of how much the world has changed since your spiritual awakening. Now you're like, how did I get back into this dumpster fire? I want out. And I'm seeing that you've shed a lot of tears to not want to live this way. And you're figuring it out. You are figuring it out because you're going to reintroduce yourself to those things all over again. The meditation, the 432 hertz, the watching the Reiki videos, getting excited about it again like a child. Finding time for yourself, for that to be your private time where you get to do those things. And if you get to do those things even more because you don't have children, or, you know, your kids are off at college, or you get to work from home, I see you honing in on that and enjoying that more. That it doesn't have to be a curse that the kids are gone, or that you don't have any yet. Whatever the case is, like, take this time to fill up your love tank like never before. You are going to leave what you don't want anymore that keeps you in that pressure cooker instead of the crock pot. You're going to leave that in the dust. Okay, so I got no need to worry. Trust that everything is unfolding the way that it should for you. Whoa. I not only got the Queen of Wands, I got the Queen of Pentacles. And I'm hearing a motorcycle. You are going to be fiery and you're going to be successful. You are going to be provided for and you are the provider. What would that feel like? To be able to provide for yourself, but to also be provided for. So let's say in your home, you were always the breadwinner, and now you've met someone that's going to help you. You're dating somebody, or you're married to somebody that's gotten a promotion, or they're making more money, so they're going to help you. They want to take care of you for taking care of them. Or maybe you're just with somebody that's just all of a sudden making more money. Do you know what a blessing that is in these times? So I see you not wanting to take any of this for granted. Maybe for some reason you've been seeing in your feed people that are really struggling, and it's really opening your eyes to like, what have I been doing? I've been in this tunnel vision effery of like, do, go, zoom. And I'm not even seeing that like, there's people out here losing everything. You're going to encourage those that are stuck, those that are lost, those that have given up. I will never forget when I lost it all and I went through my spiritual awakening. The people that inspired me to get it up out of the freaking mud. I will never forget the influencers that made me feel safe, that made me happy to be spiritual, happy to be closer to God. And I'm sure you won't either. And if I've ever been that person for you, I am eternally grateful. And that you are not alone. You are not alone. It's sad because a lot of the people I looked up to when I started this journey, when I started YouTube, which I was looking back at some of my videos and it was like almost 6 years ago. What? I thought I'd been doing this for like 4 or 5 years and I'm like, wait, I've been doing it for 6? What? But either way, I am so grateful for the connection that I have with you guys. I'm honored. And I think about some of the YouTubers that inspired me when I started on this journey. And some of them aren't even on YouTube anymore. And it sucks. Okay, it sucks. And I'm like, no. Damn it. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing worse when your favorite influencer goes MIA. And you're like, what? But it's okay though. And the reason why I realized it was okay because I also started to shift. I also started to elevate and get it up out of the mud. So their inspiration worked. You're not like everybody else, bestie, because you put inspiration and you put it into action. You don't just you're like an encyclopedia. You're like an Encyclopedia Britannica, bestie. Bestie, though, seriously. Because you don't just see things and then think, oh yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. You're like, I want to try that now. Like right now. Or you retain the information like a sponge. You might have forgot what you ate yesterday for dinner. You might forgot what you did this morning or how you got to work or what socks you put on. But you will remember certain information when you're looking things up. Like, you're very knowledgeable about a lot of things. So many people would think that you're an expert. Like for me, I've been screwed over so many times with hair, nails, lashes, different things in business that they would think that I was a lawyer. They would think that I have my cosmetology license. They would think that I have these things, or that I'm a makeup artist, or that I like whatever. They would think that I'm whatever. Like, are you an accountant? No. Bitch, I might be. You guys know that song? I love that song. Like, oh, are you a hairstylist? No. But bitch, I might be. Okay, well, you worked at a law office? Like, are you paralegal? Are you, what else have I been asked? Like, people just think that you're a professional because of the information that you soak up. And some of it's from trauma. And other parts is because you're like, I need to know this. And you don't be forgetting that. So give yourself more credit when you're like, I don't remember if I packed their lunch this morning. I don't remember what I did yesterday. You guys could be like me with the short-term memory, where I could remember things that I read and things that I look up. But then I'm taking an order and I'm like, tomato, lettuce, onion, what? I should have wrote it down. I have too much ADHD where I'm like, squirrel. And then I have to go back to the table. Like, what did you say? I should have wrote that down. I didn't write it down. I got stopped 3 times on the way. I'm sorry. So this balancing act is over. It's over. I love this. You're not going to sing and dance for nobody. And I feel like some people could really get it out of you. And what I mean by that is they could really work the tears. They could really be like, but mom, but babe, I really need you to do this. Can you go grab that for me? Can you do this? And you're like, no, 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 no. People are going to respect your no. They're going to respect your, I could, but it's highly unlikely. And people that want issues with you, they're going to get double the smoke. Double the smoke. Double the fire. You are about to be very successful in something. I feel like it's because you're going to have this newfound confidence from all of the things that you're fixing internally. Whether it's, I want to tune into different things. I want to make sure I'm watching things that raise my vibration or that don't keep me in the cycle of like overconsumption. Doesn't matter what it is. Like, you guys could like watching whatever you like watching. And I just feel like you maybe watch things where it inspires courage in you. And again, you're not like other people where they look at that courage or they look at that motivational speech and they're like, okay, I'll do that tomorrow. Or it just fizzles. Like, you put that plan into action now. And you need to give yourself credit for that, because it's one of the reasons you're going to be flaming hot successful. And people are going to be laughing and giggling over the fact that you flipped burgers, that you worked fast food, that you worked 8 jobs, that you were a dog walker, that you picked up dog poop. All the things. All the things. They're going to be like, tell us about yourself. Like, you are going to be so successful that people are going to want to interview you. You're going to be on people's podcasts. You might be writing a book, doing a book tour. And you could think, no, I'm boring. My life is boring. Like, everybody goes through a bunch of crap. Like, nobody wants to hear about what I went through. You would be surprised. You would be surprised, because you have a different perspective than most. And you need to understand that that perspective can help change people. That honesty, that giddiness, that childlikeness in you, that craziness, that fire, that business CEO energy, that BDE. That's you, bestie. That's you. A lot of people have underestimated you. Underestimated what you can really do out here. Oh well. They're going to be shook by all of the people celebrating you. You know what's got people like up in arms right now? The fact that they tried to stomp you out and you're over here on another timeline being celebrated. They're like, wait, we told them so many times that they couldn't sit with us. We had a group chat against them, talking crap about them, making fun of them. And they got this going on? So they don't give an F about us? No. They're being exposed. They're being exposed. I literally, now, I'm not saying that you guys have to do this, but it's just something that I did today. So my husband made me aware of some things that were going on with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And I'm sure everybody, as of today, has seen that online. Very disturbing. Very disturbing. And now, while that show might be entertaining, before all of this news came out, I was like, I'm not giving Hulu any more of my money. A, because they've been hiding a lot of this. And they put them in therapy. And now they want to pause production because the videos are out or they're coming out. And I think it's right that they canceled this season of The Bachelorette, and they're not gonna air it, and they want her to like compensate for them not airing this. But it's very disturbing. So disturbing that I felt bad for Dakota. Like, bad for him. Like, some people watch Love Island. That's not ever going to be me. But I'm not here to judge. And some people watch this show. And it's very sad. Now, I know she was drinking in this video. And she must have been blacked out doing all of this crazy stuff. But when my husband sent that to me, I immediately got on my Hulu account and canceled my subscription. Which is funny because I don't even really watch Hulu. And I'm not saying anything to like say anything about them. I don't normally watch that streaming service because I have other services. And so just for me, it's just like I never really needed it. But anytime that show would come on or would air a new season, I would just buy it for the month and then cancel it. So I was going to cancel it anyways, but I was like, nope, I'm going to do it today. And I put in the reason why. Footage has been released, and because of this, I'm not supporting this. If I have to be the one, the mini microscopic one person that's like, y'all shouldn't be on TV. It's like the scandal of this year. You're the real star. People are going to start seeing who they make a star. Somebody that's toxic and just like doesn't have their life together. And I'm not trying to trash either one of them. I'm just saying I don't support people that do that and think that they should get rewarded. Like, that's crazy to me. And so it's very sad that they knew that this situation was toxic and they puffed it up. They made a lot of money. They got a lot of views. They have a lot of people like involved in this, and brand deals. Brand deals are backing out, and ABC is backing out. And it's just, the things always come to light. They always come to light. And it's sad. So I'm glad that the men involved, the ex-husband and the baby daddy, they've gotten restraining orders. They're trying to keep those children safe. And I think that's really important, because I think that sometimes we don't want to admit when we need help. I used to be like that. And it's kind of triggering. It was triggering to see. So if you guys go to watch any of that or you're not familiar, trigger warning now. But TMZ has been blasting it all over Instagram. And I don't even really go on Instagram, but I went on there just because my husband was trying to show me, like, hey, this is what's going on. So about your little show you watch. And I'm like, I'm done watching that show. So, and I wasn't really interested in The Bachelorette, but that's just me. But that's a big deal for that to get canceled. It's already been aired. And those poor guys, those poor 22 guys that thought they were going to find love, I hope they get another chance to be on the show and get another Bachelorette. You are the real Slim Shady. You are the real star. And so you show people the difference between who they think they look up to and who a real gangster is. These are the people that they bark and they yap and they're just like little chihuahuas, you know? And then they have like you. That's intimidating. You're intimidating. I don't care what they say about you. You're intimidating. And you give people hope that people that are humble, that haven't had it easy, that have really climbed their way up out of despair, get their chance in the light. And I think that this stuff happening on social media is a perfect opportunity for that. It's like, you can't get your way out of a video like that. Okay? You want to throw chairs at people and your little ones are right there. You are out of your mind. And then one of them gets hurt and you still don't care. Stop. Stop. Now, it could be for the clout. I do think that Dakota specifically is very toxic. Okay, I think they're both toxic. But I think they're just, in this codependent relationship, this codependent tango, and trying to make it work, but it just won't work out. Trying to force it to work when it won't work out. And it's very sad. I've been in a lot of relationships like that where I'm like, we'll force it. It'll work. It will work. And it just doesn't. And it's just very sad that he had to get proof. Like, no one was probably going to believe him, So judgment is here. People are waking up. You are waking up to your potential, your destiny, the person you are supposed to be. And you are leaving what is left, what you don't need anymore, in the dust. So now would be an opportunity from past mistakes, past wrongs, to turn this car around. And you're going to do that. You're going to be a leader for the people. Like, people feel like they're revived around you, like they're resuscitated. Ooh, we got the Magician, you guys. Your new life. You are going to be resourceful. And you're already resourceful. And you're not going to have to work as hard to be the provider and to be provided for. You're going to be sitting good to where you actually get to be in your divine feminine energy for my divine femmes. that feel like they don't get to be soft enough. They don't ever get their soft girl era. It's not fair. It's not. We got to be everything to everybody. Like, we're wired to do that and then feel bad. Absolutely not. So, there also could have been, let me backtrack. There are a lot of people that have said some really cruel things about you. And they tried to get like a whole mob, like mob mentality. That is backfiring big. Okay? Like, look at what's happening on social media, for instance. Like, let's say, you know, he's not the brightest guy, Dakota, but he's not the worst guy. He's trying to make it work with somebody toxic. So, she was able to turn the internet against him. Well, he kind of did some of that himself. But do you know what I mean? So she could have been spinning a whole web. And now he's going to be vindicated. So it's kind of like they were going to do trial by combat. If you guys have watched Vikings or Game of Thrones, they were going to do trial by combat. They were going to duel. And God picked the winner. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? God said, sit down. Now, is the timing of this bad? Of course it is. Of course it is. It's 3 days before this new show is supposed to air that she's on. And you could think, oh, he was jealous. He didn't want to see her with other men. He didn't want to see that. I mean, nobody would. Nobody would. If you were trying to work something out with somebody you care about, would you want to see them on The Bachelorette? Probably not. Would you probably get a little bit desperate? Probably. But he wasn't hurting any. I mean, it wasn't like throwing chairs. So, they did their trial by combat, and God says, Dakota wins, for now. Is you need to be humble and sit down. You need to be effing nice and sit down. And I've been told to sit down a lot of times in jail. Okay? In jail, I've had to sit down when I thought I could do whatever the F. When I was an addict and an alcoholic, I thought I was freaking invisible. The terrible things that I thought I could do, the selfishness of it all, thinking that I could drive whenever I wanted, act however I wanted, to mask the pain that I was in, that all caught up with me. And my last stint in jail was like, okay, I get it. Okay. I'm not gonna keep living this way. It's toxic. It's bad. It's sad. It's lonely. And I keep letting myself down and people that I care about. So, sometimes we need that. We need that divine intervention. And I truly believe that this is a divine intervention for you. So we have judgment for those that thought they could speak ill, turn groups of people against you. Their ish is coming to light. Why are you so busy trashing this person? Look what you've been up to. Look what you've been up to. You've been a very busy bee. Guess what, bestie? You have a lot of good news on the way. Like more blessings than I can even count. So you have health improving. You have circumstances improving. You're going to be trending or able to express your truth. You're going to reclaim your power. You're going to reclaim your throne. And you're going to be more intuitive than ever. So the sun is ready to shine. And the sun is shining on your Independence Day. Oh my gosh, rebirth at the bottom of the deck. You are being reborn. It's like a new spiritual awakening where you are going to be helped by people that you didn't expect. Okay, let me get out a spirit animal message to close this out for you. If you guys are on Patreon, you guys have a new message being posted. And I will drop in the community tab when it's up. Wow, we have Mouse Spirit. Tend to the small things. That is what you're doing right now. So keep doing that. Don't stop. Keep tending to the small things that you think like, oh, that's mundane. I don't want to do that. It's boring. Ugh. It's the dishes. It's the laundry. I hate doing it. Ugh. And just being like, you know what? I'm gonna put on some music. I'm gonna make it fun. I'm gonna stop complaining because my life could be so much worse. You know? At least, you know, if you're complaining about the laundry, at least you have a washing machine. At least you have money to buy laundry detergent. At least you have clothes to wear and a roof over your head, you know? So we have the mouse spirit, again, tend to the small things. We have crow spirit. I've been seeing a lot of crows this last week. So if you have two, let me know in the comments because you are co-creating with spirit. You're not alone. People look at you like, oh, why are you praying for that? That's weird. You should just manifest that or put that on your vision board. You're like, no, I'm co-creating with spirit. It's me and them. It's me and him. Or me, you know, whoever it is that your higher power is. I'm co-creating with them. So I have the number 17 and the number 40. Whoa. That is too many. Whoa, I got claim your independence. This is your confirmation to claim your independence, cat spirit. Who's got more than 9 lives? My best friend. My best friend. Then the angel number 13 on the top of the card. Claim your independence. Whoa, 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 whoa. We have the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. This and that are true. You'll know what that means to you. So we have the spirit of the dolphin. Number 20, we have the turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. So you don't have to race around. Let me pick this up. We have the nightingale. The nightingale spirit. Love is all around. Love is all around you. Angel number 41. So we have 41, 62, 20, 13, 17, and 40. Just in case anybody here does numerology, because it ain't me. So, can I have a couple more? Ooh, we have the skunk spirit. Know your worth. Number 54. Know your worth. Ooh, we have the moth. Let me know if you guys have seen a moth or a crow in the last week. A crow, a cat walking in your path. And not like your cat, bestie. Like a cat outside. Let me know if you've seen a cat walking your path outside. A crow. Or maybe even a mouse. Or a moth. Surrender now. Surrender to the life that you deserve and claim your independence. And then we have, last but not least, the peacock, number 46. Oh, this is number 39. So I have 39, 40, 41, 46. Peacock spirit, let it shine. See this? Shining from the chest. Let it shine. You emanate so much light. When you're happy, oh my gosh, your light is just like, oh. Yeah. Oh, angel number. Let's get a couple more angel numbers. Okay, we'll just take those as the last 3. Okay, we have 55, 55, clarity. What did I say? Big confirmation. Okay, you aren't the victim of circumstance. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If it weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You are going through a great transformation. So if you resonate with this angel number, drop 5555 in the comments. Then we have 77 or 7777, 4 sevens. Perseverance. There's a need for change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road that you're on and reach for the wisdom within. You are, again, like I said, not even a couple minutes ago, you are changing your perspective. You are reflecting and checking your inner strength. If you resonate with this angel number, drop 7777. Ooh, we got 0606, commitment. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. So this is about loyalty, responsibility, and truth, and the spiritual realm. I told you, you guys are quantum leaping. You are seeking solutions. Like, you're getting the solutions to issues that you're like, I gotta fix this, but I can't be crazy about it. I gotta fix this, but I can't be like not sleeping. Open up. The best is yet to come. So 0606, the best is yet to come. Wow, bestie, this is so good. Oh, okay. I hope that you see this message whenever you're supposed to. I know, look at me. I'm not going to pull anything out. Oh, I'm pulling stuff out because that's just how I roll. Okay. Know that you are guarded, you are safe, you are protected. See? You are spiritually protected. It's like you have an angelic guard at each exit, at each door. Okay? And the guard has a guard dog. Wow. And we have siblings, brother, and sister. Okay. Be careful with siblings trying to manipulate you. You are protected, you are guarded, because there's something demonic or diabolical about their new plan, whatever that is. Or they could be trying to get readings on you. So this is just like an extra message, because I'm nosy, and let's just see. Okay, interfere. I feel like you've been clocking people that want to interfere with your love life, and you've been putting them in their place, and they're pretty mad about it. They're pretty mad about it still. Okay. I think that's it, bestie. Again, if you guys are looking for messages that are ad-free, my Patreon link is down below. Oh my gosh, last but not least, role model. What did I tell you guys? Role model. That is you. You're like, oh, not me. What? Yes, you. Okay, so again, if you guys are looking for exclusive messages that are ad-free, it's only $11.11 to join Patreon. There are over 2 years of messages there, so there's a lot to binge watch if you're trying to take a break from the toxicity. Oh my gosh, I can't even say it. The toxicness. I'll just say that word. Outside, okay? All the craziness outside on social media. That's something that you can binge watch for a really good price. All right, you guys, I love you so much. And don't forget to smash the you-know-what, hit the bell, all the things. And yeah, all important links are in the description box. And if you made it all the way to the very end of this message, I want you guys to drop some dolphins down below. Let me know that you made it to the very, very end. I'm sending you guys the biggest hugs. And I will be replying some voice memos in the comments from now on. So you'll always want to check your notifications for if I've replied, because I try to reply. And I don't think you guys know that. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.